Live at 5, it's offer review, and we have a lot of interesting offers, some kind of tricky offers tonight, so it's going to be worth see the offers tonight, especially if you're looking for training materials, things like that. Blog post was largely uneventful. There's some new advanced options which allow you to it's not that big of a deal. So combat inactivity triggers autoplay and raids. So before the Sim Blitz, that would have been useful, because what would happen is, like, I would go into like a Greek raid, and then I would forget that, because, you know, the combat loading screen is so long, and then I'd come back and it would be timed out. So I turned these first two on, you know, just in case that something like that happened. Now, I don't think that'd be good necessarily inside of the Doom raids. So maybe none of these are that effective right there. And then we've got some Strike Pass. I guess we're going to get Nico in her costume. Like I said, that's not too exciting. Character availability. It's not really availability when it's just going to an orb. Anyways, Red Star availability. We're going to get Dazzler and Gambit into the Red Stars. So something that was not mentioned in the blog post, which I think would have merited, at least made the blog post a little bit more exciting, is that the last tier onto the Back to Bootcamp was boosted. This used to be 80 and this used to be 100. And, you multiply that by 3. It's not a huge amount, but it's enough that could make a difference, in upgrading a character. Why not give us good news? We had to figure this out on our own. Let's move on. And then also, we're just a lot of still wondering about what's going on with the Stormbreaker on Thor. Looks like it's not in game right now, and maybe they had a problem with it, but I hope that we do get Thor with the Stormbreaker at some point. I think that'd be pretty exciting. In response to the blog post, one of the things that I was personally looking forward to is maybe some news on Pocket Dimension and or Tower. Community manager Archangel said soon. So I kind of feel like the community kind of liked these events, or they liked the rewards to the events for sure. And I don't think Scopely made any money off of them, and it feels like they don't have a lot of interest in doing them again because they didn't make money, even though the community, specifically Pocket Dimension, had fairly decent rewards. All right, Marvel Shop Force is annoying. This is interesting right here. Just came back from a month-long break, and while I enjoy a large amount of this game, like Cosmic Crucible War and difficult content requires you to grind characters to use, clicking through the store 3 times a day for 3 weeks, not getting a single one of the G16 uniques I need, making hard stuck on a difficult content with no progress whatsoever, takes away from the rest of the game. All right, guy, rant over. I swear they do this on purpose. It just feels like they do this on purpose. All right, also today there is a 1-core offer, and then don't forget to collect inside of the web store. We've got some things that we're going to talk about the very end of the Victory Blueprint, and then there's an offer that is tagged incorrectly, which we're also going to get to. So let's go and take a look at some of these offers real quick. Cosmic Mutants, kind of a random assortment for this week's Rumble Blitz, 180 times 5. Magic is the newest of all the characters, so there you go, and she now is hard node farmable for $50, but it's not a team. Bishop is on Astonishing X-Men, Cable's on X-Force, and then you got these two on X-Factor, and then you've got Magic on Uncanny, so it's kind of a strange offer if you ask me. Then we've got the Viv secondary offers, where this is the Viv orb that gives minimum 6, maximum 180. Oh, that's super rare, but they average about 9.3. Value these at $3 a piece. So that's not something I'm interested in. That is anchor pricing. So this is nothing fantastic. This is outrageous, actually. $35 for an Elite 5. All right, so here's the situation. There's 2 offers that I think are generally regarded as being good. And why don't we start with this right here? Is when new characters come out for $10 US, they get 50 of these and 10,000 of those, 5 orbs and 50. Now, if we go down further, there is a $5 offer, which includes some of the Deathlock fragments for the event right here, Techno Future Bundle. So if you're looking for training materials, I believe this is going to be the best offer. I'm actually well stocked on training materials right now, but you get 4 orbs. I value those at $1.50 a piece. And this is $5, and then you get some of the fragments for the month-long event. who knows how that's going to play out, but that's probably helpful to have 200. And then I think the rest of these offers are kind of like a last resort, like the $100 offer right here. If you have massive amounts of gold and no training materials, maybe that'll make sense for you. But this right here doesn't make sense to me. The $5 offer makes more sense to me. And even this offer right here, isn't quite as good as the $10 offers that they have when new characters come out. So just keep that in mind. It's not quite as good. But I do like the $5 offer for sure. All right, so here we've got Gear Tier 17 Insanity Land, where you basically will get 40 pieces for $100. So that's $2.50 a piece, and they are random. My goodness, this is straight Super Kraken snacks is what it is. We're going to move past all the gear. Not a fan. We got Bullseye in the Sky. Kate should be farmable by now, frankly, and they're just holding on to her. 50 character shards for $30 is outrageous. Cersei and Icarus, they have sold these for less. They have sold 50 Icarus shards for $25. I don't think they're going to make them farmable in the way that we feel that they should be farmable. I suspect they're going to be going into orbs. Like we got Kestrel and Deadpool, and premium orb boosted drop rates. I would be just drive me insane if they did that to Cersei and Icarus. This picture, not that it matters, I like this, but the pictures here just don't line up. Or the hair color, I don't know, maybe it's glowing from her hand or something like that. But anyways, not a great deal. Again, I think this is fantastic. All right, so this is a reduced price. I'm not going to be purchasing this, but this is a reduced price. When these initially came out, they were, at $715,000 to upgrade a single character from Blue ISO 3 to Blue ISO 4, and that was initially costing about $150 per character. Then they, like a week ago, it was $120 per character. Now they've dropped it again. Now it is $100 per character, and you will actually have a little bit more than the $715,000 needed to take it from a single character to go from Blue ISO 3 to Blue ISO 4. And so that is going to be a requirement for Baby Apocalypse. So just keep that in mind. Now this right here is tagged incorrectly. It says 750 and 300,000. That is wrong. Probably by the time that you're watching it will have been corrected, because I've seen other people have shown me screenshots of being corrected right here. So like there's this corrected screenshot of how it should look. And then also people have bought this offer and they in fact do not get this. They get what's shown here in the picture. I'm sure you can make a case and complain to customer service. I don't know how that'll turn out, but there you go. It is definitely not tagged correctly, because that's basically the amount that was shown in the offer above for $100. Let's move on. That is for Blue ISO 4 ions right there. This is not. So if we go, this is, I guess, just take note of the difference. This is the regular blue ions. Then we've got the level 4s, and the level 5s are filled in here in the middle. So those are the level 4s. So far, they have not sold level 5s. So anyways, that is just for the regular blue ISO, blue ions rather. Okay, so not a big deal. All right, Victory Blueprint offer. So here's the situation on this. The Victory Blueprint event basically is an offer. And if we take a look at this last milestones here, this shows that it has 250 of the level 4 to get to the level 4 ions, which if they're trying to sell 750,000 for $100 in Scopely's math, that's worth maybe $30, $35. So keep that in mind, that completing this Victory Blueprint event, this is just an offer. I don't think you can get here free to play, even if you saved up all of your Alliance mailbox rewards and things like that. So it is just a glorified offer. So keep that in mind when looking at this. This will give you 2,000 points. This will give you 4,000 points. And then this is the one that gives you a ton. This gives you 90,000 points. 90,000 points will help, basically blast through the end of it. Now, this will give you a large sum of campaign energy, which probably, if you're not going to be spending power cores to refresh nodes, probably needs to be spread out over 2 days. I'd suggest doing that close to your account reset, which happens for me at 1 a.m. Do it like half of them one day, half of them the next day. And then, you get the 100,000, but then you would also be maxing out. There's a high chance that you'll be maxing out because it counts for 90,000 points. You'll be maxing out this entire, all these milestones. So that is a significant amount of level 4 ions, which are super scarce right now, right? We got Magic. She is now currently hardened or farmable. And then we've got Dr. Voodoo. He's not really available anyway, but boy, they're milking Voodoo. They're milking these Scourge teams for sure. Morbius, yeah. This is something that I would be interested in buying if it was like $5 or something. Like, I actually need, at least these 3 right here, right? Those 3 seem to be pretty scarce, but just 300 is not really a meaningful amount when you need probably need thousands of each, and $25 is just outrageous. But if this was like $5 or something, maybe I could consider it. Let's keep going on. Madeline Pryor. Oh boy, they're really holding on to her. 50 character shards for $30. Relatively uneventful character. I mean, she is, I guess, good in defense and war, but I don't know if she really changed the landscape of war. Right there, Battle Maiden, Valkyrie shards. She is going to be needed for the 3rd Scourge. We're going to see how important Hero Asgardian is going to be there. It's unknown what is going to be the optimal team for doing the 3rd Scourge. We'll have to wait and see, but that is super expensive pricing. And then we are kind of in La La Land, where we're in the bad offer section. Right here, this is bad. This is individual gear tier 17 pieces. Instead of the random ones being $2.50 per piece, these are just straight up $3 each. It's mega Kraken land for that and that. And then we've got Wong, outrageous, $35 for 50 character shards. Same thing with Heartless Doctor Strange. This is an excellent offer if you're looking for T3 ability materials. So they typically try to sell 240 training materials for $10. This is $5. And there are over 350. You get a random amount. And some people get like 400. Some people get 350. Not only do you get T3s inside of this orb, you get characters from year 2. You get a small amount of gold. And you also get some purple gear. So if you're looking for T3 training materials, this is the best way that they sell them right here. $5 for those 50 orbs right there. All right. Now we're in the garbage land. We're just going to scroll down to the bottom. And then we have one offer to consider on the free-to-play account for today, but right now we're just scrolling down to the bottom to pick up the one core offer. You want to make sure you don't forget that. And then let's toggle over to the free-to-play account. It's an offer for OG Asgardians. So this is like the old set of Asgardians. Basically, you've got 180 times 5 for $50 US. These 3 right here, Heroes Asgardians, now have been put on a new team with Mighty Thor and Valkyrie. Loki is still useful because he speeds up certain characters like Cersei. He's paired up with Cersei. And then Hela still has some value. Largely, she's not nearly as important as she used to be. The other thing, too, this team will help you unlock or move towards unlocking Black Bolt. All right. So relatively uneventful blog post to today. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And as always, thanks for watching and keep on gaming.